All right. Took me a second. I either need to do this much more often or not at all. Take your pick. Let's see here. All right, so it is my 61st birthday, and I think we're going to run some trains because we can. So, all right, so I picked some of the most festive things that I have to put on the track, and we'll just see how this goes. And yeah, so this is totally unplanned, just doing it, well, once again, because we can. So, all right, let's see. Let's get some things going here. So, all right. Let's see here. Here. All right, here we go. So why do I not see the chat? Somehow I'm not seeing my chat. So give me just a second. I'll figure out what's going on here. Let's see. Where are you? Chat. Found it. Wow. Hey, there's people here. Y'all are probably laughing at me. It's all right. One lonely train going. We can fix that though. It's backwards, huh? All right, here we go. So I don't think we've actually run just terribly many trains since we did the new standard gauge track. Just kind of how it goes sometimes. Alright, here we go. The window that's not going away. Alright, that's cool. So, alright, let's get this guy going. Very cool. All right, how's that for festive? All right, I'm liking this so far. All right, let's see what else we can do here. A bunch of stuff in my way here. Funny how stuff grows when you're not in a room for a little while. All right, very good. All right, what else do we have here? So on my American Flyer, I had to take the silver the Comet off the track because it broke the coupler. So we got the bald one filling in for him tonight. I think it'll be okay though. Very cool. All right, what else can we do here? Very cool. Alright, so I put the tin litho Baltimore and Ohio on the track over here, but unfortunately my camera just not paying water enough to see it at the moment. So we may have to move that over if we want to see that here in a little bit. Alright, so let's see. Speaking of the new standard gauge track, to see what we can do here. Very cool. All right. So that seems pretty festive. So I got another, our new, well, a different kind of, different kind of internet. So we'll see if the live stream does anything or if it's still glitchy as always. I have a feeling it's probably not a whole lot better. Kind of the same thing, just a little bit different platform on the service. We'll see. Hey there, how you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. So we're celebrating my 61st birthday, and we're just running some trains. We're not doing anything just terribly earth-shattering over here. Just relaxing, watching the trains go, having a good evening. It's never good when I say uh-oh. I got it. So I am recording the live stream to my to my local hard drive, so even if this doesn't work, you guys will be able to see it later in the non-glitchy variety. So yeah, one of these days maybe I'll live someplace with normal internet. Until then, this is what we got. All right, very cool. All right, so far so good. All right. Well, I didn't know it was going to play the happy birthday song, but I guess that's cool. Uh-oh. Well, just had an accident of some sort with the Baldwin. So I wonder what happened. Maybe it's just not going to be a good night for American Flyers. Well, let me get up and we'll see. Let's see what I can do. So the track came apart. There's a problem. So maybe the tape remedy for that is the standard gauge, but not today. That track is pretty expensive. But yeah, anyway. Alright. Let's see what we can do here. Alright. Like no harm, no foul maybe. Uh-oh. No, not quite. Alright. Third time's a charm. Let's see what happens. All right. Hey Dave, thank you. Thank you, MG. Appreciate that. Sorry, I was kind of on the floor. I was fixing a problem. I mean, not that you ever have problems with model trains, right? All right, let's see here. What else? What is going on here? Let's see. Uh-oh. I heard something. What is going on over here? That seems okay. Oh, I'll be darned. Just not the American Flyer tonight. Maybe we'll just park him. All right, let me get that turned back off. Get it, but going right by here. Let's see. All right. see that? We had kind of a comedy of errors there. Oh, wait. What happened? I stood up and everything stopped. Well, all right then. All right. Have a better idea. Let's give it a little bit of a reset here. All right, so where did we lose the other surface car? Anybody see it? I think it's over there. It's in the hardest place to get to. All right, I'll go get it. Don't normally have that much trouble with the G-Skill. Well, you know about that now. All right, now it looks like I got a dirty track. Man, I can't win for losing tonight. All right. Man, my goodness. So we're having fun. Remember that, we're having fun. Alright, so wow. Let's see if we can get this stuff started back up. Alright. Very cool. Alright, that's better. Thank you, 79. I appreciate you. So far, so good. We're having a good time here. Despite the trains being a little bit of a of an issue here today. And that's okay. We don't mind. Well now, went from not working to full throttle. What do you know about that? Thank you, Jason. Had a good time tonight. Oh, the trains are being a little bit of a butthead. But you know, that's what they do sometimes. I think we're going to give up on these American flower bulbs one maybe. They're just not doing us anything good tonight. Steeman, he's not on the track correctly. We'll give him a break too. All right. Well, you know what? We still got plenty. We still got plenty. All kinds of things that happened here. Wow. Hey, Paul. Welcome, buddy. It's all right. That's never saw that switch before. That's better. All right, yay! Okay. All kinds of weird things. Thomas is pulling one and pushing one. Wow. Works for me. Thank you, Paul. Tonight's not a very good example. We're having all kinds of problems. They don't like to be ignored, for one thing, and we haven't been in here for a while, so yeah, they don't like that. They don't like to be ignored. That, and we put some new track, and I think we still got some spacing issues here. But hey. Alright, very cool. Thanks, Paul. We're having a good time. That's really all that really matters. They're kind of hypnotic, aren't they? All right. So I've had a really good birthday day, and this is kind of just like, the cherry on top. So that's very cool. Alright guys, so I think we're going to probably do this for, I don't know, another 15 minutes or so. And we're probably going to call it about it. Believe it or not, you know, folks want me to work tomorrow. I took off today, but folks want me to work tomorrow. Darn it! Noticed in my little viewer group that we have a lot of April birthdays, you know, so I guess birds of a feather. I like being born in April. I think it's a good month to be born in. Yeah, I try to take my birthday off every year, Paul. Some years it works out better than others. This year it worked out. So had a little bit of a change at work. My one of the old bosses that I used to have came back, and she helps me do things that that I like to do, want to do, like take my birthday off. So it's mostly thanks to her that I was able to do it last year and the year before. I wound up working on my birthday, and I mean, not the biggest thing in the world, but it's kind of cool. Makes you feel like a kid when you have your birthday off. All right, well, what is working well. This over and under track over here that's kind of on your left-hand side. Well, you're not going to see the train go by anymore tonight because the track has decided that it's going to summarily come apart. And we got a big old pile up of train cars and the barns and all kinds of things over here. It's not pretty. All right. Oh my. So, oh my goodness. All right. Another major malfunction. All right, let's all right. My goodness. That little American Flyer is causing all kinds of grief for me tonight. All right, let me just go get him out of the way, and we'll just put the Mickey Mouse train back on the track, and I think we'll just call that it for him for tonight. Let's see how we did. Let's see. What's this guy? So that was operator error. Imagine that, right? All right, so now that we have the American Flyer off the track, maybe we'll have a little less problems here. Not that it really was causing all those problems, it just was a coinkydink. All right, very cool. Very cool. So that American Flyer, not American Flyer, but I got American Flyer on the brain now. That standard gauge track, man, that is just smooth and nice. I'm loving this. Never really gotten to enjoy my standard gauge trains until now. So this is very cool. I don't know if you guys recall, but we had all kinds of problems with that caboose, with it, having problems staying on the track and so forth. And well, turns out I think it was the track. I don't think it was the caboose. Now, we rebuilt it, we tweaked it, we made it better, but never could quite solve the problem. But I think the problem was that, the track was just wore out. So yeah, that'll do it. All right, man, this is the best 61st birthday ever. I was going to say it was the best 61st birthday I've ever had, but yeah, anyway. A little too corny even for me. All right. right, very cool. Man, I'm having a good time. Right. Some of these things are going just a little too fast, in my opinion. So I think I'm actually turning the wrong one to story of my life. Got a few controls here for me. I think that was that one. Pretty cool. I love it when things work. Put a bunch of other things here in the room to run tonight, but I'd forgotten that this camera that we're using tonight, it's not a very wide angle on the lens, so I do apologize for that. Still working on getting the one that I really do want, but it hasn't happened yet. But, you know, be patient. It'll come. So the Mickey Mouse train that we're running tonight is the one that Frank over at Twisted MacGyver Train sent us. And that is cool. That guy is just super cool. And you know, I picked him because you know you got the lights and so forth on the dinner. It looks, you know, kind of looks like a birthday party. I don't know. That's the way I'm thinking about it anyway. That's what it looked like to me. So thank you again, Frank. Really enjoying this. Thank you. All right, guys, this is very cool. What an awesome night. I do apologize. I did want to go to the post office box today because I did get a notice that there are some things in there. I get the, I guess it's called what, informed delivery or something like that, where it tells me, you know, somebody sends me stuff, and there is stuff in there, and I just didn't make it there today, guys, so I'm sorry. But, you know, we'll look in the coming days, and, you know, we'll certainly show you guys the cards or you know, whatever you guys sent. Really appreciate that. That means a lot to us. You know, it's always nice to to get something in the mail, and it's, you know, especially if it's, you know, from somebody that, you know, you don't really know or know all that well. Just, I don't know, there's something about that just feels kind of special. All right. Well, I mean, you know, I guess that was, I think I just described junk mail in some degree, but you know what I mean. Not that kind of, you don't know them. We know you, we just don't, you know, just don't know that you're sending stuff. How about that? There you go. All right, very cool. Probably just dug that hole a lot deeper. All right, man, this is fun. I am having a good time. So I'm not used to having to not jump up and fix the standard gauge every few minutes. Man, that's crazy. Can you imagine if we had all good track? Wow. Oh my goodness. I think we're gonna have to work on some spacing for the standard gauge, or standard. I'm messing up my words and my thoughts that are all jumbled together tonight. I'm just so excited because I haven't played with my trains in quite a while. What I was gonna say is I think we're gonna have to work on the spacing between the American Fire track and the first Lionel track. We will work on that. We had it pretty good, but they do tend to move around. Once upon a time I had some spacers that I built where if one moved, they all kind of moved together in a way that, you know, the spacing stayed the same regardless of where they went. But that has long since passed and changed things. And, you know, when you change things, you don't always put the things back that probably ought to be put back. get excited, want to run the trains again. So, alright, so I just heard something. I didn't like what I just heard, but I'm not sure what I just heard. So, yeah, let's see. Honestly, not sure. Okay, wow. Okay, I do something. Alright, guys, you know, the trains only have to hold together for, about what, 10, 15 more minutes, and then we'll be good. Alright. So I think sometimes that G-scale, my buildings are just a little too close, and I think sometimes coming around that corner, he'll swing around and just catch a building every once in a while. It was pretty good, though. Not a problem. I think that's probably what I heard. You can notice the train and the train shed with the light lit up. that's one of the ones that we couldn't repair. One of the antique hives. It needs a lot, but anyway, we wired it up to where you can sit there and the light stays on. It looks really cool. It looks like he's coming out of the thing. So love that. This is like the best hobby in the whole wide world. Alright, so Thomas over there looks like he's just having a little too much fun, or he's just a little too fast. I'm going to slow him down just a little bit. Already had a train car and hook, so he's pushing one and pulling the other. But you know what? Whatever. There's probably a story there somewhere, right? Very cool. Alright guys, we got about 3 more minutes before I'm going to end the live stream. Head off and do some chores I need to do before I go to bed. Like I said, I do have to work tomorrow. Boo. Being an adult isn't as fun as, everybody thought it was going to be when you were a kid. But oh well. Still a lot funner than, imagined it would be in regards to having trains, when you're a kid you can't really have this much. Because your mom would probably make you put it all up, wouldn't you? She would never go for this. Although my mom might have. My mom's pretty cool. But yeah, this is supposed to be the dining room, so yeah. we might have wanted to eat or have company or something. Alright, so I heard that sound again. I don't like it. I'm just not sure what it was I'm hearing. But, alright, I might stand up and see if I can see it.
You won't say it out loud, but I can tell you're not fine. 'Cause I know you like that. I know you better than anyone you know. Yeah, I know exactly how you bottle things up inside. But you don't have to be stubborn, so goddamn proud. I know you better than anyone you know. Darling, we have been to hell and back. That's how I know this is forever. All these years, every single tear, all the regrets and promises, all the fuck-ups, break-ups, bumps in the road we've been until we break. We keep crashing down, baby, we got up.
Hey, thank you, Coffee Bill. Appreciate that. So you enjoy this chunk here at the end. We're going to do this just a few more minutes, and I'm probably going to call it an evening because, big old mean boss wants me to work tomorrow. Don't they know it's my birthday? What's wrong? Well, I did have today off, so I mean, can't complain too much. Yeah. Very cool. Alright guys, man, I hope you guys have had as much fun tonight as I have. Man, we had quite a few little, little accidents and incidents and you know stuff. But when you have these train tracks here on the floor, and of course you know they're not obviously nailed down to the floor. They do tend to move around a little bit, so every once in a while you have something happen. And unfortunately, with the tracks this close together, usually what happens to one happens to them all. So, all right, yeah, you know, if you're a fan of trains crashing, well, you know, whatever. Now, fortunately, we did not, you know, in any way, shape, or form, you know, damage anything. So that's always a plus, you know. But all right, guys. Well, we have hit the 50-minute mark, and that's what I said I was going to do tonight. I sure appreciate you guys coming and helping me celebrate my 61st birthday. This has been a really good day, and this is just a cherry on the top ending. I appreciate you guys. We'll do this again sometime soon, depending upon how well it's streamed out. Like I said, I got a new kind of internet, and we'll see if that works any better. The old one I had was horrible. It was not really watchable in my opinion. Now, fortunately, we do record them to the hard drive, so they're usually post the what I'll label as a good version if it doesn't, you know, come out right. But all right, guys, we appreciate you guys. Thank you, Uplink. I appreciate you. I'm sorry that you came in at the very end, but thank you. I appreciate that. It's been a really, really good day. You know, I made the joke earlier that it was the best 61st birthday I've ever had. So, all right, you know, hopefully they'll just keep getting better, right? All right, guys. Well, until next time, I'm going to call this it, rather. GGS Railways out. Good night, everybody.